Hello everyone, welcome back to my Royal Life News channel. The story for today is Meghan Markle has announced the end of her patronage with her favorite animal charity Mayhew, just 1 year after Megxit. The Duchess of Sussex, 40, who is currently living in their $14 million mansion in Montecito having stepped back from royal duty last year, had been patron of the organization since 2019. In a statement posted on social media today, the charity said it had been a busy and productive 3 years together where we have gained so much of her kind support. Meghan, you'll always be part of the Mayhew family. Meanwhile, in an open letter shared by the charity, the Duchess wrote, "The emotional support of a rescue animal is unparalleled, as you'll soon realize, it is not you who saves them, it is they who save you." Meghan remained in the position even after stepping down as a senior royal because it is one she held in a private capacity, rather than was given by the Queen. Meghan also remains patron of Smart Works. She had to give up her royal patronages of the National Theatre and the Association of Commonwealth Universities as part of the Megxit agreement. It comes as the Duke and Duchess released a statement on their website urging fans to support a host of American women's causes through their Archwell website. In a statement released by Mayhew today, the Duchess wrote, "Though my time as a patron of Mayhew has come to a close, my unwavering support has not. I encourage each of you to support in whatever way you are able." In a longer open letter posted to the Mayhew website, Meghan explained how she had been introduced to the charity by a friend, Ollie Just, who passed away earlier this year. She wrote, "On January 15, 2022, my beloved friend Ollie tragically and very suddenly passed away. It has left me, and so many others, heartbroken and reflective, knowing that the legacy he leaves for our furry friends is beautifully simple: just love them." Meghan, an advocate of adopting rescue dogs, chose animal welfare charity Mayhew as one of her first patronages in 2019. In Meghan's open letter, she said she had been left heartbroken after the friend who introduced her to Mayhew, Ollie Just, had died in January 2022. "I was introduced to Mayhew by my dear friend, animal behaviorist, Ollie Just. We shared, amongst many things, a commitment to animal welfare, and a deep love of rescue dogs. In fact, it was Ollie and his fiancé Rob who helped care for my rescue dog, Guy, when I had just moved to the UK and he was recovering from a debilitating accident. They loved him as though he was their own." It was nearly 4 years ago, as I was exploring possible organizations to volunteer with, that Ollie brought me to Mayhew. He knew that beyond their adoption and rescue programs, their international work to keep animals safe, and their local work to find abandoned pets homes, that I would be drawn to their deep love of community, which transcended the animals themselves, and extended to the people around them. He was right. I fell in love with Mayhew, and soon became their royal patron. As my 3-year patronage to Mayhew came to a close earlier this year, I reflected on the work they have achieved in the hardest of times, during a global pandemic with minimal resources, safeguarding staff from their stations in Afghanistan, and still resolving to remain steadfast in their vital day-to-day work for animal and human welfare throughout London and across the globe. Every day there was another twist and turn, every week another update, which Ollie and I would connect about. What can we do? How can we do more? Look at the amazing work they continue to do. On January 15, 2022, my beloved friend Ollie tragically and very suddenly passed away. It has left me, and so many others, heartbroken and reflective, knowing that the legacy he leaves for our furry friends is beautifully simple: just love them. Especially those left behind or forgotten. In his memory, we will be creating the Ollie Just Wing at Mayhew, to shelter the animals who may have a harder time finding their forever homes. Because much like Ollie, they will never be forgotten, and they will always be loved. Though my time as patron of Mayhew has come to a close, my unwavering support has not. I encourage each of you to support in whatever way you are able. The emotional support of a rescue animal is unparalleled, as you'll soon realize, it is not you who saves them, it is they who save you." To the Mayhew community, thank you for entrusting me as your patron. It has been an honor. The organization shared a tweet which announced the patronage with the Duchess of Sussex had come to an end. She previously visited the shelter in January 2019, and returned once again during her Megxit tour in March 2020. The animal charity revealed in May of that year that the Duchess had been secretly working with her patronage as it desperately struggled with funding amid the coronavirus crisis. The London-based animal charity, for which the royal is a patron, also had the honour of sharing the festive card in December 2020 on their social media channels. It comes as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex encouraged fans to support a host of causes for women's rights on their Archewell site. Prince Harry and Meghan urged fans to explore resources for advocating for paid leave where you work. Paid leave is a cause which Meghan has championed since stepping back from the royal family last year. They went on to encourage followers to support other organizations including National Women's Law Centre, Project Angel Food, and the 19th. In a statement released online, the couple wrote, "Last week, our friends at the National Women's Law Centre (NWLC) released a new report that provides a timely snapshot of the continuing, multifaceted impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on women and mothers. While men have returned to the workforce at pre-pandemic levels, the report finds 1 million fewer women are in the labor force today than in February 2020. NWLC also draws on new, national survey data to detail the disproportionate mental, economic, and health burdens on women, particularly among Black women, Latinas, and other women of color, who as a result of the pandemic, are more likely to be managing caregiving responsibilities, navigating loss of household income, dealing with food insecurity, and battling mental health struggles." To address this uneven toll, the NWLC has put forth policy suggestions for a women-centered recovery. You can read more about the report and its findings here. If, like us, you are compelled by these findings to help improve the issues it brings to light, we encourage you to visit our action page. There, you'll find ideas for meaningful ways to show up for women in your own communities and around the world. Last week, Prince Harry was slammed for staying in California and not bothering to attend Prince Philip's memorial at Westminster Abbey, with the late Duke's former protection officer describing his absence as pathetic. The Duke, 37, is pursuing a legal challenge against the Home Office after being told he would no longer be given the same degree of personal protective security when visiting from the US, despite offering to pay for it himself. However, his excuse was branded pathetic by Richard Griffin, who spent 14 years as a royal protection officer for Prince Philip. He said, "Prince Philip was their grandfather, so William has obviously had a great training from him and is going to learn examples from him. I just hope Harry gets some of these things in his mind." Harry not being here, was a big disappointment for everybody. People were talking about it, certainly around where I was people were saying he should have been here. All this nonsense about how he couldn't get protection, as far as I'm concerned that was a pathetic excuse. He should have been here to honor his grandfather. At the end of the day, if he was that worried about security, he could have stuck with his brother and father who have got wonderful security and he would have been more than safe. Other royal watchers also slammed Harry for being the only senior royal to miss the tribute to Prince Philip, with GMB presenter Richard Madeley asking, "What is he playing at?" Prince Harry jokingly told one of his instructors from Sandhurst that she used to shout at him so much in a surprise call with Invictus Games competitors. The Duke of Sussex made the video call as members gathered for a final training camp before the event takes place in the Netherlands later this month. Harry founded the Games to aid the rehabilitation of injured or sick military personnel and veterans from across the globe, by giving them the challenge of competing in sporting events similar to the Paralympics. After being delayed by the pandemic, the next staging of the international competition will take place in The Hague from April 16 to 22. The Duke is set to travel to attend the event after missing Prince Philip's memorial service at Westminster Abbey last week in a row over security. Harry and wife Meghan Markle remained at their $14 million mansion in Montecito while the rest of the royal family, including the Queen despite recent health issues, gathered in London for the poignant event. Now, Harry is set to travel to the Netherlands for the Invictus Games and today used his surprise video call to ask about former Royal Army Physical Training Corps instructor Vic Wales, who was one of the instructing staff while he was a cadet at Sandhurst. "Is my PTI from Sandhurst in here somewhere?" he asked, before spotting her and exclaiming, "There she is." He said, "I can't believe after, how many years, 15 years, our paths are about to cross again. You used to shout at me so much." The Duke appeared to be told that he needed it, and replied, "I needed it. Yeah, cool, that's also fair enough." Ms. Wales, 44, from Newcastle, is taking part in 5 events: rowing, cycling, archery, powerlifting and athletics. She broke her back in a training accident 11 years ago and was medically discharged. The room erupted in laughter when Harry commented on the fact the competitors had had 2 years to prepare for the games and that therefore fitness should not be an issue. "You realize that no one, not just you guys, no one's got any excuses for not being fit now," he joked. Giving a team talk to the competitors, Harry said, "For a lot of you, you've already, as far as I'm concerned, you've already won gold by just getting to this point. The fact that you are sitting there now wearing that strip and you are able to wear the Union Jack on your arm again, that means so much to every single one of you." Team UK captain Rachel Williamson, a 33-year-old RAF veteran from Rutland, Leicestershire, told Harry on the call, which took place on Saturday, "It's been a very long journey to get here, but what an amazing team to do it with. We've came through ups and downs with the pandemic, and I know as soon as we all get there it will be just amazing to just look back at the team and see how far we've actually came. It will be really special." Afterwards,
she said, "The call was such a surprise, but it was amazing to see Prince Harry again.
I absolutely loved it. It was like speaking to another member of the Invictus family. He just says the right stuff. The main thing he said was, yes, you lost your uniform, but now you get to wear this brand new uniform again, and that hits all of us so deep. We know that he understands where we're coming from and where we've been." Former RAF Corporal Kelly Leonard, Team UK vice-captain, 44, from near Shrewsbury, Shropshire, said after the call, "I was nearly in tears when he gave us a team talk. It was really rousing. The message was about what Invictus is about, that resilience and that journey. It was really wonderful to see him." Charity Help for Heroes is responsible for the selection, training and welfare of UK competitors. Last weekend, Team UK's friends and family cheered him on from the sidelines at the training camp, supported by the Royal British Legion. Team UK will compete in 9 sports: athletics, archery, wheelchair basketball, cycling, powerlifting, indoor rowing, wheelchair rugby, swimming and sitting volleyball. Harry played an instrumental role in bringing the Games to the UK in 2014, when 300 competitors from 13 countries took part in the inaugural competition in London. A trip to the Warrior Games in Colorado a year earlier had been the inspiration, as Harry said he saw firsthand how sport helped inspire recovery and support rehabilitation of wounded troops. The Games run from April 16 to 22, which means Harry would have the opportunity to visit his grandmother for her 96th birthday on the 21st. On March 11, a spokesman for the Duke said that he hopes to visit his grandmother soon. Harry last returned to the UK 8 months ago to unveil the statue of his late mother Diana, Princess of Wales in London on July 1 with his brother Prince William. That is all for today news. Please make sure to leave your comment and subscribe the channel below for more news update.